My name is Ojo Isaac. I am the manager of Presta Royal Concept, an accounting software company located in Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria. The next video is about how to set up inventory and services in Quickbooks. How to set up inventory and services in Quickbooks. If you want to set up inventory and services in Quickbooks, what you do is to open Quickbooks and click on inventory menu, this very inventory menu. I'm clicking on inventory menu because I am using Quickbooks Enterprise. Because I'm using Quickbooks Enterprise, if I click on inventory menu, because inventory menu have been activated, it will be part of it on my dashboard. So I will click on inventory menu, then from the drop down, click on inventory center. When I click on inventory center, this will reveal or display the inventory information. This is inventory information center to show you the existing inventory that you have set up. If you have not set up, you won't see anything there. You need to set up new one. So this is one of the features in Quickbooks Enterprise. So let's check how it's done when you are using Quickbooks Premium and others like Pro. This is Quickbooks Premium. Look at it there. The name of this company is, on the titles bar, is Ebony Conglomerate PLC Quickbooks Desktop Premium 2017 edition. So what I came here is to show you the how to set up inventory. Now looking at the menus here, the menu bar, you can see or find the inventory menu standing alone on the menu bar. Then where do you get it and how do you set it up in case you are using Quickbooks Premium? That is why I'm here to show you. You will do that under the vendors menu. You click on vendors menu. From the display, you will scroll down to inventory activities. Look at it here. Below here, you will find inventory activities. On the inventory activities, there will be a pop-up of inventory center. You click on inventory center. When you click on inventory center, the inventory center will reveal the inventory information window. This is where you set up your inventory. So if you want to set up inventory here using this very particular software, the Premium, you click on here, you click on inventory, new inventory item. So on the display, you click on new inventory item. So this will now lead you to the inventory item setup window. This is how to set up inventory, and you fill it properly and you save. Okay, let me go back to the enterprise and display this very window so that I can continue with that. Okay, so this is enterprise. I'm back to enterprise now. So inventory menu, inventory center. That is, then here from there I will click on new inventory item. Then new inventory item will display the new inventory item, and all the information box will come out here. So this is where I can set up that. Then here under the inventory item again, under the inventory menu again, I can just go to inventory item directly. Look at it, has a tab on its own. It has a tab or button on its own here, which I can click and it take me there. So new inventory item, inventory item. So I can now decide, okay, if I do that, look at it down, is on service. I can now change it to inventory pass. Then you see the display. So this is how it is. So now When you come to this very particular position, because you want to set up an inventory part or a physical item part or a stock item, this is the one you will use. You will click on the drop down under the inventory type. When you click on the drop down, select inventory type, inventory parts. When you want to set up physical item, like the one on the case study here. We have a lot of them in the case study here. We have Edison DVD 4G. We have Sony CD for 700 MB. We have Acer desktop. We have HP desktop, Dell desktop. We have compact desktop and Mercury desktop. So many of them here. So these are physical items that you can see and touch. So if you want to set up physical items like this, what you do is to use inventory parts. Inventory part is the part that you are going to select there. Then when you have done that, inventory part, then you fill in all the necessary box that is associated with the inventory part. Then if you want to set up a service item, like training, like the one I'm doing now, training. You want to set up a service item like training, like services that the company render to your organization, repair of Toyota, repair of electrical bulbs, or repair of ceiling, or so any other inventory service item that the company normally engage in. You come here and say you click on service. When you click on service, you see the window will be reduced by half, and you fill in all the respective information and save. Okay, let's start with the inventory part. Then if you want to set up non-inventory part, look at non-inventory part here. Non-inventory part means what? It means those items that you buy and not stock for resale, is for company usage, internal usage, not for stocking for the purpose of reselling. You are not stocking it to sell tomorrow, because if you set it up with inventory part, if you sell it up including it with the inventory part, the inventory valuation will be overblown and it will be overshooted. So do not use that. So the next what you do, you use inventory part if you want to keep record of those items that you normally buy and do not sell for the, it is bought for the purpose of usage within the organization. Then that is what you will do. So I've explained these four types here. Now let's start with that of inventory part. The one of you select inventory part. When you select inventory part, you enter the name here under the item name here. Here you are free now to enter the name or number. If the inventory has numbers, you can also enter the number. You can decide whether it is okay for you to use numbers or the numbers, because there are some inventories that are sold or that are quick recognized by mentioning the numbers. You measure the number part so part number part 1 2 3. The seller already understood it, and the buyer also understood it. So that can be done here. So if it is not in that case, you can enter the name, ordinary name there. Then if it is a manufacturing part, if it's a manufacturing item, you enter the part number here. Yeah. So let's start. So let's look at the inventory that we want to set up now. Yeah. From the case study, we want to set up Edison DVD 4G. Edison DVD 4G. Let me look at it again. So look at the item ID. This can also be regarded as the number. Item ID, EDVD. Okay, EDVD. So I can enter here EDVD, EDVD, which is now regarding it as my number. Then press my tab key. After I've done that, then if it is a part or a vehicle part or a G part, I will now enter the number here. So this is not. Now I come here and enter under the description and enter the full name here, which is editing DVD, 4 gigabytes. Okay, after that, under the description of after I have written this under the description of on purchase, and press my tab key. Tab key will take me to where the sales information, and when I do that, it will display the editing DVD 4 gig again on sales. Okay, so the cost, then I will now fill in the cost there. What is the cost of this very particular item? The selling price and the cost price are here. So the cost price is 700 naira, while the selling price is 900 naira. So I will now enter it here, 700, then cost price, that is the cost price, selling price 900, 9000. Then press my tab key. Then after I've done that, then it will now take me to the cost of sales ledger, which is this. Cost of sales ledger, remember, you already set up the cost of sales ledger, which is 50,000. Now you select that because this is the cost of the ledger you want to use to capture or track the expenses on cost of this very particular inventory. Then we go to income account. The income account is the ledger that you have set up to also track the income realized on sales of this very particular product. You select the income account, which is in this case is 426,000 from the ledger that we already set up before. So when you have done that, then the preferred vendor, if you have set up a preferred vendor, e.g. IT Word, you select IT Word. So then after that, if there's an alternative vendor, look at it, alternative vendor, you can click on it and set up alternative vendor, but that has not been activated. So that can be done later. So after that, you go to the asset account, which is the inventory ledger account. So look at the inventory ledger account. So the inventory ledger account that we tracking the inventory board of this very particular is 12,100. Look at it. You select it. 12,100. There must be inventory ledger account. Then the reorder point maximum account. If you wish to set up the reorder point level, the minimum at which you are going to reorder, or the maximum that number which you are going to place order when you are reordering, you can also do that. Let's say for the purpose of this training now, the reorder point it will get to before I replenish my stock is 20. Then the maximum I will also go for, that is to say, maximum I will order when I'm placing order is 60. So when at any point the computer will always pop up or notify me at any point, at the other point when the product gets to this level 20, it will notify me. Then when I'm also going to place order, it will also notify me if it is under or over the number that is on the order. Then again, then on quantity on hand. Quantity on hand here means that at the point of starting today, what is the quantity of this particular product in your store? That is what it means. So if you have the quantity, you can enter. If you don't have it, you just take it as one of those starting point, that is to say, as a new beginning. So let's say I'm having 200 pieces there. Then press my tab key. You can see the value automatically is there determined. Then as of when, what date am I starting this very particular product entry? So I'm going to select January 1st for this product taken off here in my database. So after I've done that, then I cross check if there's any other thing that I've not done. Then I will now click on next or OK. OK is to finalize setup, or next is to continue. Next, I click on next. It said installation is more than 90 days in the past. Yes, because of this date that I selected, the date I selected is more than 90 days. That is January. It's over 90 days. So are you sure that what the date you are you have selected and is correct and you want to continue, I will say yes. So immediately I do that, it will now save this particular transaction. You can see it has saved it. So waiting for me to set up another one. So let's check the data, the case study page. So the next one on the list here is a Sony CD 700 MB. So if we are setting up this one, the the ID is what? The ID is SCD. So I will pick up the ID. I will say SCD, SCP as the ID. Press my tab key. Then under the description for purchase, I will now enter the full name there. That is CD, Sony CD 700 MB. Then press my tab key so that it will also replicate on sales description box. So after that, then I will go to the next one, which is the cost price. So let me check the cost price of this particular one. The cost price is 200 naira, while the selling price is 300. So which I'm also going to state here. The cost price 200 naira, then selling price is 300. So let's do that. Okay, 300. That is done. Then because I have set up the cost of goods sold account before, it will automatically retain the one I have set up before. The same thing that it will go to do for income. So except if I want to change it, that is when these two ledgers will change, and including this very assets account, it will change. Except if I want to change it. If I don't want to change it, I can retain that ledger. Then minimum the other point here can be 110. Then while the maximum, the other point here, I can say 70. Then on quantity on hand, I have 50 on hand, and the date, you can see the total value, which is 10,000 naira now. Then the date of this very transaction, as I said before, I'm starting on January now. That is the date. Now the quantity on hand that I have on store, the balance that I have in store, that is how I got that very box there. Okay, so after that, then the next thing I will do, I will say next. Then it will ask me again, the transaction is more than 90 days. Okay, I will say yes. Then you ask me again, the transaction is more than 90 days. I will say yes. Maybe I'm making a mistake. I'm not making a mistake. So I know what I'm doing. This is how to set up inventory part. Then, if I want to set up a service item like training and development, so look at it, service. I will click. I will select the inventory type. Under the inventory type, I will select service. When I select service, I will enter the name of service, the name of services that we are doing there. That is Quickbooks training. I will enter the Quickbooks training. So if I have done that, if I enter the Quickbooks training there, then the next thing I will do is to also enter it on description, Quickbooks training. Then if I have a rate for this training, for instance, if it is advanced, I can say 30,000, or executive 30,000 naira. Then also to be on construction ledger or account. So in case I want to use a different account, I can set up a different account for Quickbooks training or for services, which that is what I will now select here to track all the income on Quickbooks training or Quickbooks advanced training. Let me edit that again. Quickbooks advanced training. Sorry. Advanced training. So full here now. Quickbooks advanced training. Okay. So after I've done that, then I can now save. Finally, I will click on OK. So you can see it enters immediately. So these are what I have set up. Look at it. eDVD is here. I've set up eDVD. Then I've set up also Sony CD is here. So look at them here, and other one that I've also set up. Then the services that I set up, why you are not seeing it here is because this very list here is about physical inventory. Is physical inventory, but there is a platform. There is another place where you will see both the physical item and also non-physical item like service. That for you to see that, you will go to list and say item list. Item list. So you will see all the list here. All the item list. Because you are seeing these are services. That is why, look at them. Any item that is created based on services item or classification, you are going to see them here. So look at the inventory part. Look at the one I just did, the inventory part. So that is why you are not seeing it over there. In any case, if you want to use it to post or raise any particular ledger, you are going to see all of them. For instance, you want to post a particular invoice, you will see all of them. You will be able to use it to post. This is how to set up inventory in Quickbooks. Again, please remember to click or subscribe to this very video so that you will be able to get notification anytime we upload. Thank you.